So. Why are you all venturing into the hosting space? What's wrong? All the pundits are now becoming.
We want to take some of their money.
Which is not fair, guys. Which is not. We've discussed this before. Don't do this.
Okay,
we beg you.
Small.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into the discussion, let's go for this quick one: videos of some of the things happening this week in the world of show business. We'll be right back.
What's up, Giovani? This is 360 Trending. My name is Miss AK. Every week, I'll come your way with all of the top stories in the world of show business. Now, let's get straight to it. Our very first story is the year of return. Everybody in Ghana and outside Ghana is talking about the year of return. Over 500,000 people are expected to be in Ghana to help mark the year of return. So many activities have been lined up. Some of them include Kidda Fest, the premiere of The Perfect Picture 2. We've got Rapaholic, because recently we heard that he's been named the ambassador of the year of return. We have Samini Fest coming. We've got Afrochella, and then we've got Afro Nation. If you don't have anything planned for December, trust me, you have to be part of this. These are some of the activities lined up to mark the year of return. We just can't wait to have you celebrate this with us right here. To my next story, aspiring Musiga president Ras Caleb has taken the union to court. Now, his reasons are that the register is bloated, some members' names are missing in there, and then also they agreed to a deadline, but then some people were still being registered into their book, and so trust me, he's upset. Now he's willing to settle the matter out of court, provided all the concerns he's raised are being addressed, and also hoping to be the next Musiga president over his contender, Mr. Simons. Let's see how that one will fare for him. Moving on, CNN has come out with a list of top 10 African artists, and there's no Ghanaian. Shocker! Now, the thing is, they've come up with a list. They've got the likes of Mr. Easy on there, there's Burna Boy, there's Shoma Josie, there's Wizkid, the name goes on and on. But then Nigerians are upset because some of them are like, Davido. Davido has been there for God knows how long, and he's given a lot to Afrobeats, but he's not being recognized. Other African countries are upset because they believe that their artists also are worthy of the list. Now, when you come to Ghana, we are outraged. I'm part of the team. Trust me, nobody from Ghana is on there. No Sarkodie, no Shatawale, no Stonebwoy. CNN, how did you guys come up with this list? That's the question we're all asking. Now, shoving the CNN news somewhere and moving on to more exciting and amazing news is the fact that Stonebwoy has won FEMA Reggae Raga Dancehall Artist for a third time in a row. Now, hey, I am excited. You can tell in the way I am speaking. So he won the first one in 2017, then the second one when it was hosted right here in Ghana, he won, and the third one just over the weekend, he won as well. So hey, congratulations going out to Stonebwoy, guy. Just keep putting Ghana on the map. We love you. That's it for 360 Trending right here. My name is Miss AK. I will be back every week to keep you updated, keep you posted on all that's happening in the world of entertainment. Hi, Miss G. Hi, Arnold. I guess you guys will be able to dissect these stories. Anyway, over to you, Giovani.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. So yes, as we see there, CNN's list, I see Arnold shaking his head. Why?
Oh, regards to which one?
CNN top 10 list for African musicians is something that's been in the news for a while now. I'm going to take your very first take on this. I'll start off with Arnold, because one, you wrote a piece on this.
Yeah.
And bashing and trashing the whole list.
So throw it in the bin.
You know, like throw guys, this, let's ignore this. Let's treat it with everything it deserves.
I mean, Joe, listens are good. I mean, if every department, every sector of our industry, if any company, if any firm, individual wants to do a listings, it's allowed. I mean, you give a listings of the best personalities in that field, you know, the richest in that field, whatever you need to, listings are allowed. But however, if you want to do a listing, it must come with value and some level of quality.
True.
And that means it must come with a criterion or a criteria. you must also give a timeline for which you are actually doing the listing. And so if any listing comes out and it lacks these elements, then clearly you should
So your problem is with
ignore or
the
trash
metrics.
it. Of course, I mean it lacks metrics.
Share the same concern.
Well, I share the same concern, but I like I said to Arnold earlier on in the conversation, that I'm surprised the artists themselves are not concerned and making it look like it's our job, you know, to talk for them. If it was something else, they would have been tweeting, calling the attention of people. They should call CNN's attention, ask CNN what metrics, like
So
we're
what,
saying.
boycott CNN or what?
Not
Start a whole
necessarily
online
boycott them.
viral
It's like
campaign?
start a campaign. If you think that you're worth being on that list, if you think you don't understand why Africans or Ghanaians or some Nigerians do not make the list. I found it funny because when I saw, I don't know whether it was per, you know, the numbering, and I saw Yemi Alade, all respect to her, before Tiwa Savage, and I was like, really, how did that happen? You know, we know for a fact. And then you see Mr. Easy, I salute, but Mr. Easy is there, and the video is not there, you know, and I'm asking myself questions.
Maybe the year and the review, like we always.
Well, that's what Arnold is saying. So tell us, is the year and the review.
Year?
Even within the year and the review, Davido needs to be there. He's made a lot of impact. Sarkodie needs to be there. You know, even if it's the year and the review. All the South African, the East Africans, or whoever they place there, I do not know how they got in there. Some people are saying that, okay, maybe South Africans have made themselves visible enough. But I think that if for nothing at all, Sarkodie and Davido have made themselves visible enough. Look, everybody was talking about Sarkodie when he mounted the BET Hip Hop stage to talk, you know, all over. Even rappers across the continent recognize Sarkodie. Casper recognizes Sarkodie. Even some of the people in there, you know, would throw salutes any day, anytime they find Sarkodie. But my biggest problem is why all these artists are shush. You know, because
you're not talking
for
about it.
irrelevant stuff, they'll go on your social media, tweets, talk about very
but to correct that, Shatawale has really.
What did he say? He says anybody that talks about it on their platform should bow their head in shame. That's what I saw.
Okay,
but
so he discredited, equally discredited them as well.
apart from
talking
that,
to CNN.
she wanted more.
Well, I mean, that's
tell CNN in the face like you tell us here what you think is on your
for
mind.
Me, I
tell
think
them
that's a reaction. I mean,
it's not a reaction for me. I think
it's better than keeping quiet over it.
Maybe came too late.
No, it was not coming too late. Maybe because people are talking about it, but I don't think that he's addressed the issue. Says that Ghanaian artists, Ghanaians, we should bow our heads in shame. Anybody who discusses on their show should bow their heads in shame. How does it affect me? It doesn't affect me. I'm not an artist.
I think
my job is to talk and criticize and talk about things that happen.
I mean, probably
is he not afraid of CNN?
No, relax.
He cannot tweet at them.
It's not going the way you deem it to go.
But maybe it's a form of reaction.
For me, I think
credit for that.
I mean,
so you would have loved to see Shatawale in that list?
Why not? I mean, clearly in the year 2019, and you see, I don't even want to get into bantering over the list because there are no timelines, there's no criterion, there are no metrics. So it makes no sense actually arguing, because if you start arguing now, Miji is asking whether it was in 2019, is it for a lifetime?
Within the last 10 years.
Is it for the last 10 years? So I would not even want to expend resources and energy actually going into who should have been there, who should not have been there, because the guys who actually compiled the list did a very lousy job by not giving us a metric. So I will not even waste my time. It's a list that I'll trash every time or anytime. Yeah.
Well, there've been other. There's a final take on this. There've been other lists. We know Forbes list of the top 10 and they gave backgrounds.
Exactly.
So
I remember
a
couple of years ago we had another shoddy list that was done by Forbes Africa, where they said the most bankable artists in Sarkodie was in there. Again, we did not have any reasoning attached to why somebody is bankable. You know, and unfortunately, if you look at the Forbes International, they do a very good job. I mean, when Forbes say they are doing a listing of the top richest hip hop artists or top artists in the world, they give you metrics. Okay, so Jay-Z is number one because he was able to sign a deal, he was able to broker a deal with Tidal, he was able to set up this, he was able to get. They give you reasons as to why somebody is a number 1 or number 2 or number 10. And they give you the amount of money they have. And so we should learn from these guys and stop
I think also
that will be the final take on this story.
I think that sometimes the thing that this is Africa, you can throw anything on us and then we would have it. And that's why I'm very concerned that people are quiet. The people who matter are quiet, because you don't want them to feel like, we are admitting anything and encouraging anything and receiving anything because it's Africa.
True. So this goes a long way to say that clearly CNN needs to come back again.
Of course.
And also nobody of a serious business mind should
take it
seriously. All right, we'll move on to another story that is in the news as well. It has to do with the current impasse going on within Musiga. And currently, I don't know if you've been following the news, but Caleb and Musiga, we hear, are settling the case out of court, or there's been a proposal to that effect and all that. I don't know if you've been following the story so far and what you make of it, because it's actually stalled the election and other things. It's like Musiga now is almost non-existent. So, yes, I understand, but you've been following the story as well. I remember where I had an exclusive with Caleb. Your take on this, Ms. G?
Well, by the first week of December, we will know whether it's going to be settled out of court. But the interview where I had with Caleb, he's willing to settle it out of court, but he's also made mention that there's certain things that would have to be done for him. Of course, it's a shame to see he brought 2 registers, and if there's anything to go by, it's a shame to see that truly he was right. There was a bloated register from 2,000 to 700. That's ridiculous. Like I'm saying that which people compiled the first one and which people actually brought us what they now term as the original one. It is sad also that not just Musiga, the Actors Guild every time would have to go to court when there's an election. It's embarrassing because I keep saying that these are supposed to be pressure groups, but if you're not able to work on yourself, work on your home, it's difficult for you to come out and come and say, look, I'm telling people what is right. Look, it's a shame, and I won't blame any artist who says I'm not paying my dues, I don't believe in Musiga, I don't want to be part of it, because these are the things
I don't feel they represent my interest.
Because these are the things that, you know, you don't want to be part of. People cannot even organize a common election. How then do they put structures in place and you expect that it works? Exactly. So we are waiting to see what that would be.
But it shouldn't get this far. I mean, I know, don't you agree?
Charlie, elections are not common like that.
It shouldn't get this far, because Musiga,
associations,
as a respectable institution like that, you would expect
it's not just an association, it's a high-profile association.
Of course.
Really?
Yes.
And all the people who are stakeholders are running away from it?
They are not really running, but the thing is, it's not common. I mean, elections are having to organize a very good elections is not common like that. See, the thing is, I commend Ras Levi, or Levi, because you see, a couple of years ago, you had the likes of Jedubil Ambule actually towing the same line. He went for the election. He was not gratified with the outcome, and he made a lot of noise about mafiaism and then the electoral process, and he kept quiet. Then Apiotus was also in the same line. You know, he also went into
clearly
the election.
there's something wrong.
But you see, they all kept quiet. They did not take action. It took Ras Levi to actually say, listen, I'm not comfortable with how the electoral process is going. I'm not too cool with the voters register, so I'll take it to court. And so we need to commend him for actually making a move. And the move has generated some results. At the end of the day, we are seeing reforms. Like she said, I mean, the bloated register has been pruned. You know, the numbers have come down, and so at least there's some leeway in the process.
So you should be commended for this.
Of course. I mean, because some of them were making noise and just kept quiet. He actually made a move. The downside is the fact that it's cool. The only problem is our court system. The fact that it delays, you know, is always an adjournment and all that stuff. But we should commend him for making that move.
Let's go to the year of return and the focus on Accra. For many, the complaint has been, I mean, year of return, yes, it's safe to say that once you're getting into any country at all, you can't disregard the importance of the capital town or the capital city. But then again, a lot of people are raising issues as to why the campaign, the entire, you know, hype around the year of return has been Accra, disregarding other very rich historical tourist sites across the country. Your take on this?
But they go to Cape Coast when they come.
Oh, yes. And then it stops there. People up north are complaining. People in the Volta region are complaining. People in the other parts of the country are probably complaining that no, let's not limit the celebrations to just Accra.
First off, I would like on this one to commend Shatawale. I saw a video of him sharing a sentiment I've shared for a very long time. I do not understand the year of return. Seriously, if you ask me, I keep asking questions. And sometimes, and I'll use your platform to say that the GTA hasn't done a lot of good. We've tried to reach out to them. I personally have reached out to Akwesi Ajiman. I sent him messages. I've called him. He will respond, and he never picks up the call. Then his deputy as well. They'll say they don't have time. I personally do not understand. And then I hear that there was a press conference that said that he had put $2,000. Everybody who comes spends $2,000. Where did the money go? In whose pocket? Well, how did we even come by that? We are here talking about CNN's metrics. What metrics did they use to determine that 200,000, whatever? whatever that is in everybody, that everyone who came spends. I have a concern about how people just come in and go, and it's as if it's just for them to see these people put a sachet on their neck and a sash on their neck, and then that's the end of it, and that's it. I heard Steve Harvey tell you that he didn't come for a year of return.
Yeah,
but if you that's in our eyes,
yeah,
he said he came for a year of return.
He came on his own accord, actually.
He came
based on an invitation from a friend, Kevin Autry.
Can you
made
imagine?
that very, very obvious.
And so he came for a year of return.
Yeah.
And you know, and
but,
so we
but,
do not.
I mean, well,
when the people return, like you're saying, let us hear from them. Let us see them. Let us interact with them. Let the everyday person feel them. Let the people who are doing businesses benefit from these people. And then we'll know that they came, they made some impact, they are gone. If you go down the street and ask the people, oh, they say a year of return, what do you know? You'll be amazed.
I think next week we're making you a promise. We're bringing Vox Pops for you to experience what exactly she's talking about.
You'll be amazed.
We want to ask around the year of return and see what it means to the average Ghanaian out there.
Beautiful initiative by all standards, but the way they are carrying that is as if they've got something to hide. We need to understand, are they spending on these people? If they are not spending on them,
they should open their doors.
Let's understand
let's get to hear a lot of
happening.
things.
Not that by the time it's 2020, they'll tell us budget for the year of return. We spend this,
and
that,
then we're like,
that.
wow, and we move on to the next.
Just like
thing.
Afrima.
Arnold. Hey, just like Afrima, this woman. Arnold.
Charlie, first of all, we need to applaud the initiative.
Yeah, wonderful.
I mean, it's a wonderful initiative. I mean, to have a lot of people in the diaspora come to Ghana, spend their money. The ultimate aim is to boost tourism.
They're actually spending their money.
Oh, they are. I mean, come on. I mean, the last time I was in my office, somebody just walked in. I said, "What are you doing here?" So I am here for a year of return. I says, So at the end of the day, it's the ultimate aim is to boost tourism.
Okay.
Ideally, this thing is not for us. It's for the guys out there. But it's only right that because we are the ones hosting them, we get to know what it's all about.
True.
But the year of return is not our purpose for those of us in Ghana.
Yeah,
we don't need
it on
it.
the calendar. Don't tell us about it.
No, relax.
It's not for
Relax.
us. Don't let us know
Ideally,
about it. Keep
that's
it
what I'm
to
saying.
yourself. It's not for us.
We all have roles to
It's only
play.
appropriate.
It's not for us. So keep it
Miji,
in your
relax. It's only appropriate that because we are the host, we get to know about it, so that when you see somebody that's here because of year of return, you know how to welcome him, know how to show him
South
around.
Africans are also returning, though.
Exactly,
Like,
but I mean,
the whole year of return thing.
let's
Like,
see
you
the
know what,
positive
But do we
side.
have a year of return then? Because somebody said
let me call Emmanuel to bring your drinks so you have right rates.
somebody said that
This
we
is
need
still
to-
Showbiz
Okay.
360 on TV3. So Emmanuel, the CEO of Punch Cocktails. So
you
those
very
of you
much.
who are
Thank you
just
very much.
now
Thank
watching
you very
this,
much.
make sure you follow him on social media. Punch PONCHE _GH on Instagram,
like this.
and give him a call for all locations. 054 6000 864. 054 6000 864. Cheers without me, dear. Says a year for you. Year of
Year of coming
resistance. Year of resistance. Okay. So I mean, to my question again.
Yeah.
Do we have other things? How do we make sure they go into? This is going to be the final take, actually. Now, how do we make sure they go beyond Accra? You know, to explore Ghana and experience the rest of Ghana. So there's not so much traffic on our roads and too much
I think your
pressure
concern is the
on our
traffic.
limited resources within Accra.
No,
So
but I mean,
yeah,
first
we
of
have
all,
seconds to finish this.
Accra is a point of interest.
True.
That's the gateway to wherever. And so if the focus is on Accra, we should not be too worried with regards to the fact that it's only in Accra. Accra is a big deal.
Yeah, sure.
However, like Miji intimated earlier, they get to go to Cape Coast, they get to Pagai and the rest. The fact that we are not,
I haven't seen the mapa guy yet too.
they go, but probably we've not heard.
the
Maybe
pictures we
they
see
don't
are
have a lot of
understand.
nice around it. Yeah.
The fact is probably we've not highlighted these places very well.
So that's the concern.
It's a concern,
All right.
but the fact is we should not really be worried
Okay.
about the fact that it's Accra. Accra is the point of
I think they
interest.
go places just because
Yeah.
we don't know. I've seen them at Akwemufi. I was there with them when they went to Akwemufi. And again, it's because we did not get, maybe like Arnold is saying, it's for them. So we don't get to see them go to other
true,
places.
true.
So they should not tell
So
us anything
please,
about
yes,
everything.
to our friends in the diaspora coming home this December, don't be in a hurry to take pictures of kids who are just hustling on the street and go like, this is
Exactly.
Africa, poor place. No, they're very okay. Thank you. We go on, get into our next this thing. They're not complaining to you, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There are poor kids everywhere. Stonebwoy Afrima, real quick, our final take. Yes. Your opinion on this?
No, big ups to him.
Yeah.
I mean,
3
Stonebwoy
times in a row.
3 times in a row is
African
no
dancehall
mean
king.
achievement.
Yeah.
it shows consistency, it shows relevance, and it shows the fact that he's been hardworking for all these years.
Ms. G?
Congratulations to him, but the FEMA questions have still not been answered. I hear they say we should move on. It's
It
difficult.
has nothing to do with Stonebwoy.
I don't know. I said congratulations to Stonebwoy, but it's still a FEMA anyway.
Okay.
We would have been celebrating by now
I
that
know,
FEMA
right?
was hosted here
in
in
Ghana
Accra.
and all
At least
that.
that's what we were told. The 3 years. Then all of a sudden we had 1 year. They said we
Yeah.
should keep quiet about the 2 years that didn't happen. How much we spent with. But I do not.
She
take
has
that.
answers for you
I do not
every
take
weekday
that away
at
from
12:30
Stonebwoy. Congratulations
on
to you.
3FM 92.7. That's Ms. G, host of Showbiz on 3FM. And of course, big shouts going out to Arnold Asmabin as well, my all-time favorite pundit. And big thanks to you guys all for showing up today.
Thank you.
All right, the mating
you.
show. So this is where we take a break for 360 Trending. This is more like what's trending on social media and all that. We'll be right back. Stay on.